Vince, we've had some young people here down today with some driving instructors. It's been quite an interesting day. Tell us a little bit about what they've been doing.
Well, this is a long-term programme, but what they've been doing first is learning how to change a wheel. So they did the mechanics of vehicle maintenance. Then they went out and did reversing practice, forward practice, driving around the car park.
It's a driving awareness course where we basically young drivers like ourselves, because it's basically 25s and unders, things like that. We basically more confidence in driving, and because people our ages have crashes more, because we done it last week, and now we've actually got behind the vehicle ourselves, and it's just the way we control it, a little bit of experience for us.
Well, today the young people have been, a lot of them have been going driving for the first time, so they've been really nervous about it. So today was about boosting their confidence and giving them some basic skills. It was also about getting them to do maintenance checks on the car, so just give them some good skills for when they become drivers.
I mean, there was one guy in particular who really didn't want to do it, and ended up I took him on his own. He was just nervous. He thought he was going to be rubbish, and he didn't want to embarrass himself in front of his friends. So I took him for 20 minutes on his own, and it ends up he's probably better than what most of the other lads are. So he's now been in the car with another group of people, and he's kind of more showing off than being nervous about it, you know. So it's a good experience for anyone, you know. And I think nowadays people really need to learn how to drive, and with the amount of accidents and the amount of trouble there is, and the cost of insurance and everything else that goes on nowadays, it can only be a good thing to try and give them proper procedures.
The aim of the programme is really to get the kids who learn to drive, not just passing the test and driving around like hot rods and or whatever the term is today, but really understanding the things behind it. Now later on next week probably they'll be over in the fire station, and they'll be learning again in the classroom of the horror stories of road traffic accidents, and they'll also be involved with the police and the prison service to see what it's like. There'll be breathalyzer tests, drug tests, and all the other things. It's to make people safe and aware, and particularly with young people. That's
what we try to do with the course. We try to make it interactive, so there's not very much writing to do. It's all hands-on experience, and I think they tend to like that more. It
is hard to get on the road, and basically more experience for us will save lives, and it's best for us really.
3% of the driving population is a male between 17 and 21, so just 3%. But that 3% caused 25% of serious injuries and deaths on the road. So if we can kind of cut that down, of course it's important.
They'll be looking at workshops with the police, looking at the law and consequences to their driving, if they were to be involved in an accident or drink drugs, them kind of things. They'll also be working with the fire service, so they'll be getting an insight into what happens if they're in accidents. They'll be getting cut out of car to give them that effect of, you know, what happens when they're in an accident. They'll be working with prison officers as well, so the prison officers will challenge their attitudes to what happens when they get locked up.
This training course is sort of designed specifically, isn't it, trying to tackle antisocial problems in Aycliffe?
It is, because what they've been doing, particularly when Tesco's shut, it's a massive car park that, driving around at high speeds, and so it's creating an awareness of what can happen when they do that, and that's why we've got this partnership work.
I think it's very important. I mean, obviously this project's come about because of the need in the area. There's a lot of young people displaying antisocial behaviour and risk-taking behaviours, so it's trying to give them some shock tactics. I think that's the kind of thing that's going to work really to make them think before they get in the car and do something silly.
Driving's great. I mean, how many people do you know who go driving isn't fun? I mean, some people don't enjoy it, but a good majority, especially younger people, do love driving. It opens a world for them. They can go from here to Seaton Carew, they can whatever they want, you know. But we just want to ensure that they do it as safely as possible and have sense and have control and have a bit of responsibility, and that's what we're really trying to get into.
I have really enjoyed it, to be honest. It's a once in a lifetime thing, to be honest. If you can't afford it as a family or do it, or you don't have time for it, and it's actually enjoyable because I volunteered to do it, and I'm proud to get asked if I would volunteer.
It shows what can be done with partnership working. I mean, all this is Home Office funded, and I think by working together with the youth workers and the development workers on this, creating the partnership working, then we can really make this place go, because it'll attract other people, other funders will come in and want to be part and parcel of all this.